नूतन विद्या मंदिर शिक्षण संस्था परभणी संचलित कैलासवासी रावसाहेब जामकर माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय परभणी प्रेझेंटेड बाय मिस्टर संतोष वाघमारे.
स्टैंडर्ड 6 जनरल साइंस.
Which three objects do you see in the picture? How did you identify them? What material are they made of? Can any one of these materials be used to make all the three objects? Substances and objects. All substances are made up of very small particles. Objects are made up of substances. Objects have a specific shape. Their parts have a specific arrangement by which we identify them. We use wood, plastic or steel to make a table, chair or cupboard. These substances have the strength required to make these articles. Also, these substances can be given a desired shape. It means that we consider the properties of substances to use them for making things. The same substance or material can be used to make many objects. Let us study some such examples. Cotton, cloth, fiber or thread, saris, handkerchiefs, quilts, mattresses, pillows, etc. Iron, construction, steel bars, griddles, tawa, parts of automobiles, electric poles, tables, cupboards, etc. Aluminium, kitchen utensils, electrical cables, etc. By studying the properties of substances, we can select substances suitable for our purposes. The substances in everyday use are of two main kinds: natural and man-made substances. Natural substances. Substances available in nature are called natural substances. Of these, the substances of the first group are obtained from living things. Substances obtained from living things are called biotic substances. Air, soil, water are substances that are not obtained from living things. They are called abiotic substances. Leather and wool are obtained from animals. They are of animal origin. Whereas jute and cotton are substances of plant origin. Man-made substances. It is human nature to strive for newer things and to try to make life more comfortable. As a result of his efforts, man not only learned to use natural substances but also began to process them to make new substances. Several such substances are easier to use and can be made available in plenty at a low cost. Therefore, these substances came to be used on a large scale. There are a great many such man-made substances in use today. New substances produced by processing. Naturally available substances are called man-made substances. Earlier, irlis or capes made of grass or sackcloth were used for protection from rain. Then cloth umbrellas came into use. Nowadays, the raincoat, school bags, and the book covers you use can all be made from plastic. Delicate articles, perishable fruits, etc. require packing. To pack TV sets, refrigerators, etc., big cartons and thermocol are being used. All these are man-made substances. These substances are waterproof or water-resistant, lightweight and easy to transport. That is why they are being used increasingly. Glass can be made from sand and calcium carbonate. However, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained again from glass. You must have observed green chilies or tomatoes turning red after some time. Have you ever seen or heard of red tomatoes becoming green again? No. While making man-made substances, the properties of the constituents undergo a change. This change occurs due to certain chemical reactions. These changes in the properties are permanent. That is, the original constituent substances cannot be obtained again from the new substances. Such changes are called irreversible changes. Production of substances. Rubber. Rubber is of two types, natural and artificial. Natural rubber is obtained from the gum or sap of trees. This sap is called latex. Rubber has a peculiar odor and it is white in color. Odor means smell. Vulcanization of rubber. In this process, rubber is heated with sulfur for 3 to 4 hours. To give hardness to the rubber, sulfur is mixed in it. The proportion of sulfur in the mixture is determined by the purpose for which the rubber will be used. Erasers, rubber balls, rubber toys all have varying proportions of sulfur in them. In rubber bands, the proportion of sulfur is very small. In the past, Charles Goodyear spilled a mixture of rubber and sulfur on a burning stove. After the stove was extinguished, he noticed that the rubber had become harder and less elastic. He repeated this experiment in a systematic way and invented the process of vulcanization. Hard and tough tires of rubber made thenceforth brought about a revolutionary change in transportation. Do you know, rubber is a natural substance obtained by collecting the latex of a certain tree. Rubber trees are found in abundance in Brazil. Later, these trees were planted in other countries too. The botanical name of this tree is Hevea brasiliensis. In India, the maximum production of rubber is in Kerala. Paper. Paper is the substance or material formed due to the intertwining of the cellulose fibers in grass, wood, rags, or waste paper. Thus, paper is a kind of network of cellulose fibers. How is paper made? Coniferous trees like pines are used to make paper. The bark of the logs of these trees is first removed and the wood is broken into small pieces. The mixture of these pieces and some chemicals is kept soaking for a long time. It helps to form pulp. When the chemical process is completed, the fibrous substances from wood pulp are separated and some dyes are added. The pulp is then passed through rollers, dried to form paper, and finally wound on reels. Paper and wood are closely related. To save trees, it is necessary to use paper sparingly. Always remember, do not tear up blank pages of a notebook. Do not throw away old notebooks with blank pages. The blank sides of advertising pamphlets, inner sides of postal envelopes, the blank sides of calendars, pages, and other such writable surfaces can be used to make notes, lists, to cover books, etc. Do not throw away or burn up such paper until it has been fully utilized like this. Whenever possible, try to use a pencil and slate. Cooperate with people who collect paper from garbage or buy scrap paper. These people help in the proper recycling of resources. Do you know, in India, the first factory to manufacture newsprint paper to be used for newspapers was established at Nepanagar in Madhya Pradesh in 1955. Paper is also manufactured at Songard in Gujarat. In Maharashtra, there is a paper factory at Ballarpur near Chandrapur. Advantages and shortcomings of synthetic fiber. Shortcomings means disadvantages. Advantages. These fibers can be manufactured on a mass scale. Mass scale means large scale. They cost less. They are strong and durable. They can be used for a long time. They are water repellent, hence do not rot or get wet. They dry easily. They are lightweight and comfortable to wear. As they have a shine, they enhance the appearance of the wearer. Clothes made from these threads are wrinkle-free and scratch-free. Shortcomings. They are water repellent, hence do not absorb sweat from the skin. Continuous use of clothes made from these threads keep the skin moist, which may cause skin diseases. Synthetic clothes are uncomfortable to wear, especially in summer. Synthetic fabric catches fire easily. If they catch fire, the cloth sticks to the skin and causes serious injuries. These fibers are not decomposed by microorganisms. Always remember, save trees to save nature. Save paper to save trees. Use paper properly and economically. Make full use of it and recycle the used paper. Although there are some disadvantages in using synthetic fibers, they can be useful if they are used in the proper way. They reduce the load on the use of natural resources. What we have learnt? We use two types of materials, natural and man-made. Natural materials may be biotic or abiotic. Biotic materials are either of plant origin or animal origin. Rubber, paper, and synthetic fibers are important man-made materials in our daily use. Man-made materials are obtained by using certain processes. Science Watch. While studying science, we do verify whatever we learn. But what about others? It is necessary to explain to everybody that there is science behind every phenomenon. Let us explain to them what we have learnt and let us act on the basis of our knowledge. Synthetic fibers or threads. Can you tell from which substances in nature can we get threads or fiber? What are clothes made from? From the time it was first thought that artificial yarn could be produced to meet the clothing needs of an increasing population, much research and progress has taken place in this field. Innumerable kinds of synthetic or artificial threads are now available. Nylon, Dacron, Terylene, Terene, Polyester, Rayon are the names of various synthetic threads. Almost all the articles made from natural fibers in the olden days can now be made from synthetic threads. Nylon, rayon, terylene, acrylic are all synthetic threads, and many articles in our daily use are made from them. Nylon. These threads were invented at the same time in New York and London. Therefore, the initials NY of New York and LON from London were combined to name them nylon. Nylon threads have a shine and are strong, transparent and water resistant. They are used to manufacture clothes, fishing nets, ropes, etc. Rayon. Cotton and wood pulp is dissolved in a chemical called sodium hydroxide to make a solution. Threads are obtained from this solution with the help of machines. As these threads have shine and strength, they are said to be synthetic silk. They appear to be shining bright like the sun's rays, hence they were named rayon. Dacron, terylene, terene. Various hydrocarbons obtained from mineral oils are used to make polymer chains. A solution of such a polymer is pressed through a strainer with fine holes. The fibers formed after cooling are long and unbroken threads. these threads are twisted to obtain yarn. Different types of chemicals are used to make threads of various properties. These different threads have been named variously as Dacron, Terylene, Terene, etc. New words: hydrocarbons, substances obtained from mineral oil. Polymer chains, long continuous chains formed by small interlinked chemical units. Do you know silk is a natural thread or fiber obtained from the cocoons of silkworms? From one cocoon, 500 meters to 1,300 meters of thread can be obtained. It is said that silk was first produced on a large scale in China.
Shortcomings: they are water repellent, hence do not absorb sweat from the skin. Continuous use of clothes made from these threads keep the skin moist, which may cause skin diseases. Synthetic clothes are uncomfortable to wear, especially in summer. Synthetic fabric catches fire easily. If they catch fire, the cloth sticks to the skin and causes serious injuries. These fibers are not decomposed by microorganisms. Exercise: fill in the blanks using proper words. Rubber made by vulcanization is artificial hard material. Man-made materials are made by processing natural materials. Nylon thread was developed simultaneously in New York and London. Rayon is also known as synthetic silk. Answer the following questions. Why did the need for man-made materials arise? Man continuously strives for newer and newer things. He always wants to make his life more comfortable. Therefore, from the natural substances, he tried to make different usable artificial substances. The production of low cost and plentiful materials satisfy man's need. Which are the natural materials obtained from plants and animals? Plant origin material: cotton, jute, hemp, teak, wood, flowers, fruits. Animal origin material: leather, silk, lac, pearl, wool. What is vulcanization? Vulcanization is a chemical process. In this process, the rubber is heated with sulfur for 3 to 4 hours. This process makes rubber hard. Which natural materials are used to obtain fibers? Cotton, jute, hemp, wool, silk. These natural materials are used to obtain fibers. How is paper manufactured? For making paper, the pine-like coniferous trees are felled. Bark from the logs of these coniferous trees is removed. The wood is broken into small pieces. It is mixed with certain chemicals and soaked for a long time. This forms a pulp. When the chemical process is completed, the fibers from the wood are separated. The dyes are then mixed in the pulp and it is passed through rollers. It is then dried and then bound on the reels. What are we used for? Soil. Soil is used for farming and agriculture. It is also used in construction, formation of bricks and clay tiles, pots, clay stoves, etc. Wood. Furniture, doors and windows of houses are made from wood. It is used in construction activities, used as fuel, and it is useful for making articles. Nylon. They are used in making ropes, fishing nets and clothes. Paper. It is used for writing, for making books, notebooks, registers, greeting cards, for wiping, and as packaging materials. Rubber is used to make tires of vehicles, erasers, rubber toys, balls, footwear, rubber bands, etc. Give scientific reasons. We must use cotton clothes in summer. Cotton clothes are made from natural fibers. The sweat is absorbed in these fibers. The skin remains dry and the chance of catching skin infection is less. By using clothes made from synthetic fibers, we may feel uncomfortable. Therefore, we must use cotton clothes in summer. Saving paper is the need of the hour. Paper is made from wood pulp. To obtain paper, more and more trees are felled. By excessive use of paper, large-scale deforestation takes place. If trees and forests vanish, we have to face dangers such as climate change. Therefore, saving paper is the need of the hour. Man-made material has more demand. Man-made material is easy to use, low in cost, available in plenty. The original natural fibers are changed into man-made material to suit our convenience. For example, instead of cotton and wool fibers, synthetic fibers are more convenient for use. So, man-made material has more demand. Humus is a natural material. There are soil microbes that bring about decomposition process in the soil. From the dead and decaying remains of animals and plants, humus is formed by them. This is a natural process and therefore humus is called a natural material.